Mm. Daddy,
Yes, Luca.
eating chocolate.
No, Luca.
Only lice.
No, Luca.
Oh, open your mouth so I can see.
Ha ha ha.
I see some.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. All right, it's your night time. Roll over. We got to get to the money here.
All them.
So we're gonna do some
Roll over.
roll over,
Okay, and it's all rolled over. One fell out.
roll over.
Roll over. And one, and all of them rolled. One fell out. Oh. One went in the bed. The little one said, roll over, roll over. They all rolled over. One, look up. Loose out of the bed. Oh,
Hey, Jaded. No lies. I just asked D to show me his 1488, and he ignored me. Yeah, that's gonna be the common denominator on that one. I do want to mention, however, guys. Hey, son, it is time, brother. I want to love you, no lies. I'm on StreamYards now, and it's the first time I've used it, so bear with me. And they blocked me. So what we're gonna cover today is, hey, Leandra, we're gonna cover emotional intelligence. It. I want you, of course, anytime. I want to make mention that I hope that everyone can appreciate the fact that there's a lot of drama going on right now. In fact, I got a hunger. No, that there's a lot of drama going on, and that we can rise above it, and we don't have to be a part of it, right? So during the times when there's so much drama going on, we can stand in the gap, right? We can stand in the gap for the victims and the community, and we can rise above it. So for those of you that want to understand the dynamics of emotional intelligence, here we go. Now, I think that this is going to be very pertinent for a lot of people. Hopefully, it'll open some eyes to how and what we should be doing, and how we should handle these things. So, what I want to do first is I want to run a little. Well, I want to explain this to you. There's 5 elements of emotional intelligence. You have self-awareness, empathy, motivation, self-regulation, and social skills. Now, it takes all 5 of those accumulatively in order um, to kind of nail it down, right? So, um, develop, developer. Um, okay. So, the definition of, well, rather, it's very important information. What is emotional intelligence in personal development? Now, let me share the screen. What, baby?
Where's Teddy at?
Teddy?
Uh-huh.
I'll get him in a minute, but you got Cheetah Boy right here. Hey, Mother Goose.
Where's my teddy?
I'll get him in a minute. Okay? Lay down.
Can you put up?
What?
Can you put up?
I don't know where he is, but I'll find him in a minute, okay?
Can you put up?
I don't know, buddy. We'll find him though. All right. I see everyone, or a lot of folks rather, are sort of tied up with the drama that's going on, and I don't blame you. I have had times where I've been very caught up, worrying about what's the next thing, right? So emotional intelligence is the ability to monitor one's own and others' emotions. So that intelligence isn't just it's not just segregated to knowing your own, or the ability to monitor your own emotions. That intelligence to be fluently intelligent in that way emotionally, it consists of the two parts: the ability to monitor your own and others' emotions, to differentiate between them, and to use the information to guide one's thinkings and actions. So essentially, that's the cause and effect, right? It's the ability to monitor your own and others' emotions and then behave accordingly, based upon being intelligent in that way. So, what I want to do is I want to run a little video. It's about 5 minutes and 28 seconds exactly. What I want you to do is I want you, of course, to direct this towards your own life, but I want you to also pay attention to the reason why we're all here, right? We're all here for the wells, and then everything else is seemingly secondary. So I will be stopping this occasionally during the video, to point out things and to help you sort of subjectively apply these things to yourself or to the wells.
Emotional intelligence is the quality that enables us to confront with patience, insight, and imagination the many problems that we face in our effective relationship with ourselves and with other people. The term emotional intelligence may sound odd. We're used to referring to intelligence just as a general quality, without unpicking a particular variety a person might possess, and therefore we don't tend to highlight the value of a distinctive sort of intelligence which currently does not enjoy the prestige it should.
That is very, very true for the current situation we find the YouTube true crime genre experiencing right now. There is just a complete lack of emotional intelligence, situational awareness, being one of the key lacking characteristics. And unfortunately, this intelligence does not enjoy the prestige it should. To be emotionally intelligent is to also have the sort of ethics that it takes to be, I don't know, a juror. How about that?
Every sort of intelligence signals an ability to navigate well around a particular set of challenges: mathematical, linguistic, technical, commercial. When we say that someone is clever, but add that they've made a mess of their personal lives, or that they've acquired a fortune but are restless and sad, or that they are powerful but intolerant and unimaginative.
You starting to see where I'm going with this? We see all these sort of key characteristics are pointing towards the deficit, right? Sort of the antonym of being emotionally intelligent, you would be emotionally unintelligent. So you will start to see how these things also will point towards what you would call content creators, or YouTubers, right? I am, as you know, I like to put myself in the category of of being an activist, right? Or if I'm not being an activist, I'm a catalyst, right? For those of you that aren't aware of what a catalyst is, let's take a look at that really quick. Catalyst. Catalyst is a substance that increases the rate of a chemical reaction without itself undergoing any permanent chemical change. Or a person or thing that precipitates an event, right? So it's like an epoxy hua that comes in a two-part tube. Um, by themselves, they're not effective, but when they mix, then you get the desired effect. So words that would be synonym to that is spur, stimulus, impetuous, prompt, encouragement, inducement, to induce, to incite, spur something along. The governor's speech acted as a catalyst for debate. So essentially, it's an event or a situation that comes on the precipice of something larger.
We're pointing to a deficit in what deserves to be called emotional intelligence. In social life, we can feel the presence of emotional intelligence in a sensitivity to the moods of others, and in a readiness to grasp the surprising things that may be going on for other people beneath the surface. Emotional intelligence recognizes a role for interpretation and knows that, for example, a fiery outburst might be a disguised plea for help, or that a long
Sir?
Are you give me donuts?
In the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are donuts for breakfast?
Yeah.
And for dessert?
Not for dessert.
Hi.
Donuts are only for breakfast. You can't have the donuts all day long every day. Right?
What if we
What?
I did
How can you say no to that?
why did grandma have nasty breakfast sandwich?
Oh, the breakfast sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
It was just a little bit freezer burned, wasn't it?
Yeah, and there's some eggs on it too.
Yucky eggs?
Yeah.
Well, the eggs weren't yucky. It was just more the bread.
And bro was squishing it up.
Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why did the bro squish it up?
I don't know.
Was grandma eating it?
Yes. What's the word that we tried to learn today?
Why did grandma try to mush it up? Was grandma mushing it?
No, Grandma's been sleepy time. Didn't we try to learn the word, what was it? Responsible? Responsible?
Mm-hmm.
What do we have to be responsible with?
If someone shines it at me in the if a bad guy comes, the police will come.
No. So he had a very bright flashlight, and the kind that like hurts your eyes. And so we talked about holding the flashlight. And if you're going to hold the flashlight, then you have to be responsible, right? Responsible? Yeah. Responsible so that we don't hurt somebody's eyes, right? So, right? Responsible?
No.
What?
No.
We're not going to be responsible?
No.
I can't see I'm doing something. Don't you know I'm doing my work?
No.
I'm doing my work.
Okay.
I'm doing my work, dude. Are you? I owe you.
Now I'm the boss.
You're not the boss. I'm the boss. I'm running this show right here.
No, I'm the boss.
Man, he is a little mini me.
I'm the boss.
You think you're the boss of me?
Yeah.
What? How did you? You're only 3. How did you get to be the boss?
Because I'm older than you.
You're older than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, I'm the boss.
No, just for a minute.
And then I get to turn to Daddy.
Yeah.
Yay! Daddy! You're mine. I'll take your beard.
All right, come on. He's performing now.
I'm going to print.
Mini Benny. Yep, he is the boss.
You're not. You're Luca now.
I'm Luca.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hello, Luca.
All right, so we got to get back to it, son.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, son.
He's 3. How does he know sarcasm already?
Okay, son.
Keenly, as in
Okay.
listen keenly,
Okay,
Dad.
son.
When
Okay,
there
Dad.
is something
You're my dad.
he really wants you to hear, he's true. Thank you. Can you say keenly? Okay, no. Yucky. Okay, Duke. All right, we're gonna finish our video here. All right, go watch your video. That's so funny.
Okay, son.
Okay, so he just sunned me. All right, say night night to the people.
Not people, boys.
It's all ladies.
All ladies.
It's all women. There's no men here. Just me. Just your daddy's the only man.
Bye. Bye.
All right,
Boys.
lay down.
Bye, boys.
It's all ladies. Lay down, monkey.
Bye, boys.
You're just being funny now.
Bye.
Okay, here we go.
Political
Bye,
rant may
boys.
be provoked by hunger, or that concealed within a forceful jolliness
What did
may
they
be a
do?
sorrow that has been sentimentally
What did you tell
disavowed.
me?
In relation to ourselves, emotional intelligence shows up in a skepticism around our emotions, especially those of love, desire, anger, envy.
So you see that really the desire, anger, and envy are the ones that we're dealing with in terms of the emotionally unintelligent.
After ice? Are those ice?
Those are eyes. Now we know that the prongs of what are the prongs of emotional intelligence? The prongs are being able to monitor your own emotions.
Bye, lady.
Hi, lady. Quit picking your nose on me. Go away. Don't.
See?
Quit that. Go get a tissue.
I can't find one.
It's in the bathroom. You know where they are. And you got a big booger in your nose. So to be emotionally intelligent, be careful. Means to you bring it here and I'll get it. Emotionally intelligent means to be able to monitor, be efficient in monitoring your own emotions first, and then others. Right? You can't monitor someone else's emotions effectively if you can't monitor your own first efficiently. So when you start to understand desire, anger, and envy in terms of the emotional unintelligence and true crime, you understand that those come from very shallow places like desire, anger, envy. Very shallow emotings. It does not take a lot to be angry. It does not take a lot to be envious. Those are, typically when we're envious in our life, we're envious of someone who has put in the work to get something or possess something that those of us that haven't put towards that same effort would obtain.
Anxiety and professional ambition.
There you go. Professional ambition is going to play a huge part in what we see online. Hua.
The emotionally intelligent refuse to just trust their first impulses or the inherent wisdom of their feelings. They know that hatred may mask love, that anger may be a cover for sadness, and that we are prone to huge and costly inaccuracies around whom we desire and what we really want. Emotional intelligence is also what distinguishes those who are crushed by failure from those who know how to greet the troubles of existence with a melancholy and at points darkly humorous resilience.
Resilience. That is the whole key. Resilience is your ability to, snap back to normal, or what's normal for you. Resiliency. If you want to think of it in terms of a rubber band, you can pull it and it snaps back. Children are very resilient, right? They can go through horrendous situations, or traumas, and or violence, and still be able to snap back. For those of you who don't understand why I'm spelling little ears, right? So hey. There's just certain words that I'll play one way when I'm by myself, but when I'm adulting and true criming together, which is seemingly becoming very hard when it's chatty time, right? Luca, can you come up here with me? We're trying to get through this. I won't be long.
The emotionally intelligent appreciate the role of well-handled pessimism within the overall economy of a good life.
Well-handled pessimism is just, when you think in terms of YouTube, it is, sir, hey, it's night time. It's way past it. Now I'll give you some more YouTube, or some more number time, but you need to come up here and do it now.
I don't know how I'm going to make the shapes.
Well, we'll get to it. I mean, it's really night time right now, so come on, get up here.
But I don't know how to fix the shapes.
I know.
So what, square?
You know how to do the shapes. You're just eager. Come on.
It doesn't work here.
Yeah, it is.
Try.
It's hooked up to the Wi-Fi, monkey. Come on, get over here.
I'll show you.
Come on.
I'll show you.
Hey.
Try.
It is 9. It's 10 after. Come on, get up here.
See?
Emotional intelligence isn't an inborn talent. It's always the result of education. Specifically, education.
Did you hear that? You have to educate yourself to be emotionally intelligent. It is not something that you're born with.
In how to
you may be emotionally aware, right? Be able to walk into a room and be able to understand that there's a tenseness, or so on and so forth.
Interpret ourselves in where our emotions arise from, in how our childhoods influence us, and in how we might best navigate our fears and our wishes. In the ideal society, it would be routine to be taught emotional intelligence from the youngest age, before we'd had the opportunity to make too many mistakes. It's because we have, until now, not taken emotional education seriously enough that our species has grown ever more technically adept while retaining the level of wisdom of our earliest days, with catastrophic results. We are now evolved monkeys with nuclear weapons. It appears that the fate of civilization depends on our capacity to master the mechanisms of emotional education before it's too late. And emotional education means something far beyond just normal education as we've conceived of it to date.
So what we need to realize is that we are not even capable of being emotionally intelligent, then we certainly do not possess the key characteristics and character advantages that would allow us to handle the sort of things that we come here online and comment on and get involved in, and certainly change the course of. I was speaking with someone on the phone earlier, and I told them that you have to look at YouTube in terms of or rather, like being a safari, right? When you pay to go on an African safari, it's sort of an unspoken thing that if you see the lion or the tiger, chasing down the baby wildebeest or the baby zebra, and eat it in front of the safari, that you're not going to get out of the safari and try to change the course of nature, right? You're just there to observe. And I think that we've all really lost sight of that's, what true crime, really should be, right? Instead of playing an active role in setting these roadblocks and chasing a story and changing essentially the history of this thing, right?
Though it should ideally include courses in every year of school or college, emotional education is more than something that should just take place in classrooms at the hands of teachers and come to a halt around the age of 21. The central vehicle for the transfer of emotional intelligence is culture, from its highest to its most popular level.
So what that means is, culture. You can culture certain portions of, for instance, they realized that gorillas that grew up in different parts of the jungle, that they were cultured in a way that some portions over here used, bamboo to poke in ant piles to get ants, whereas other portions of the jungle, used rocks to bash things, and so they weren't, they weren't necessarily interchangeable, right? One portion or one troop had, their own attribute that was completely, it was completely, reserved or associated to that culturing. So we can culture. I say all that to say that we can culture an environment here on YouTube where it's actually helpful, or else we can at least, if we can't be helpful, we can at least, just watch. Right? When you go to the zoo, you pay your money, and I guess you're helpful in the way that you fund the different services and things for the animals, but you're not changing the course of the animal's life by observing it.
Culture is the field that can ritualize and consistently promote the absorption of emotional intelligence. The lessons might be embedded in a tragedy or a TV series.
So the lessons, you heard it. The lessons will be hidden in mysteries and in tragedies and so on and so forth.
A pop song or a novel, a work of architecture, or a YouTube film. We can envisage the entire apparatus of culture as a subtle mechanism designed to point us towards greater emotional intelligence. We will never progress as a species and will indeed grow into ever greater, technologically armed menaces to ourselves until we've accepted the challenges and opportunities of properly educating ourselves in emotional intelligence. Our technical intelligence is great, of course. It's led us to tame nature and conquer this planet.
So there you go. Our technical intelligence is great. Unfortunately, technical intelligence has nothing to do with being emotionally intelligent, right? We could be very emotionally intelligent as, digital immigrants. Now, a digital immigrant is anyone that you could describe a digital immigrant as someone who was born in the analog age and had to learn, essentially have to relearn life in the digital age, right? When everything moved away from analog, right? From film to digital. Hold on. Are we having a little meltdown here? We're not going to have a meltdown, are we? No? Okay. No meltdown. Here. Here's Disney. You need something interactive? What? What? Fine. Just hold on, baby. It's okay.
No. Not Daddy.
What? Oh, hold on. Let's see. What's the matter? It's not gonna work. Oh, I'll have to finish this in the morning, guys. I love you. My baby needs me. Bye bye.